Hi, this is Sean. Welcome to Guitar Reference Guide. In today's lesson, I'm going to take you through how to use pedals, what are they, and how to use them. Today's lesson, I'm going to be covering pentatonic pedals, how to use them with pentatonic scale, how to use them with a diatonic scale. Then I'm going to show you 4 different examples of great guitar players that use pedals in their solos. And then at the end of the lesson, I'm going to show you a really great exercise in the key of D major. I'm going to go all the way up the neck. And for each one of the pedals, I'm going to show how it relates to the chord within the key. If you like what you see in this lesson, please click the link below. It'll take you to my website. There you can download the PDF. And if you could please hit the subscribe button, like, notifications bell, that would also help me out a lot. We have a lot to do, so let's dig in and hope you enjoy this lesson on how to use pedals. Okay, so what is a pedal? A pedal is a note that is going to get all the attention. All the other notes are going to revolve around that one note, and the goal here is to create tension and release. So if I was to start with this A minor pentatonic shape, starting on an E note, basic A minor pentatonic shape here, and I created the pedal around the E note, I would play the E note, then I would go to the next note of the pentatonic scale, then I would go to the E note, and then to the next note of the pentatonic scale. Then I would come back to the C note, back to the A note. So that is a pedal. It basically came from back in the day. Organ players would hold their foot down on the pedal, and then around that they would play other things. So that is a real fast breakdown of what a pedal is. So let's dig in. Okay, so pedal number 1 is going to be an A minor pentatonic scale using the E note as a pedal. Here's my basic shape. Coming out of the A minor pentatonic scale, pedal will sound like this. Really slow, going from E to G, back to E, there's my pedal, A, back to the pedal, C, back to the pedal, A, back to the pedal, G, back to the pedal. Now I'm going to do a pedal using the A minor scale, and here I'm going to come in on the and. It sounds really good when you use the pedal on the and. 1, 2, 3, 4, pedal number 2. One more time. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, my pedal. A, pedal, B, pedal, C, pedal, B, pedal, A, E. And that will be my E pedal around an A minor scale. E note is my main pedal over that one, and that will be my 5th. The next pedal is going to be, I'm going to use my C as the pedal, and I'm going to start going high to low instead of low to high. So this is also a 2-string pedal. It's going to sound something like this. One more time, really slow. So here I'm playing C is my pedal, then I'm playing the G, C is my pedal here, to the F, C is my pedal, E, C is my pedal, back to the F, C is my pedal, back to the G, C is my pedal, A, and back to the C, being my main pedal. Sorry. Time, really a little quicker. And that'll be my pedal starting on the C note over a C major / A minor scale. And that's starting high and going low. So those would be my basic examples. Now we're going to get into the song pedals. Okay, song pedal number 1 is from a classic solo from the song Who's Crying Now by Journey. It's at 3 minutes and 28 seconds into the song. You've heard this before. This is a G pedal revolving around the diatonic / Mixolydian mode. It's going to sound like this, really slow. There's my pedals, my G. So here, I'm playing the D note bending up to E, and then I'm hitting my pedal, which is my G, releasing to the D, back to the G. Here is my C, back to G, B, back to G. Then I do that again. Now I come back to the pedal, but I bend up a whole step and release. There I'm going G to A. So as you can see, that whole phrase revolves around this note, this G note. And that would be example number 1, Who's Crying Now, 328. Next pedal I'm going to do is from the Kid Charlemagne solo. This is at 242. This is a great pedal. Here he's basically playing around, he's using a pedal around a C triad, and the note that he's highlighting is actually the 3rd, which is the E. Now he's playing over an F6/9, but he likes to superimpose chords. So this pedal is going to sound like this. So here we're playing the triad. Here's my C triad. So I'm playing, this would be my C, E, G, and then back to the pedal. This is going to be my E. Then I'm playing the 10th fret, which is going to be my A. Back to the pedal. E, or C. Back to the pedal. 12th fret. Back to the pedal. So one more time. Oh, I screwed that up. Okay, the Kid Charlemagne solo has an amazing pedal in it. This is an E pedal around a C triad. He's playing over an F6/9 chord, but essentially he likes to superimpose chords over different chords. So here it goes. There's the first part. Now, here's my basic triad. Here's my C triad. So we come in with the triad, 10, 8, or 10, 9, 8, and my pedal is going to be the E. Then I come back. Back to my pedal, then I hit the A, back to my pedal, C, back to my pedal, D, back to my pedal. And then I'm going up to the 12th fret, 10th fret, back to my C. Now I'm going to do another one here, so let's do that pedal one more time. Now the second part of this lick also has a couple of different pedals in it. So that pedal was your E pedal around a C chord. Now we're going to play the next pedal, which is going to be like this. Now here, right after we go, the next phrase is going to start, we're going to start with the 10th fret, going to the 11th fret, and then we have our C. So here our C is our pedal. So after we play, there's my C, there's pedal, my next pedal, 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 and then here he just goes right up the triad to a chromatic note. But if you were to expand on that pedal, you could do this. And that would be the second pedal over Kid Charlemagne. Now we're going to go to a pedal that you've heard a million times. This is an Eric Johnston pedal. I cannot play it anywhere close to tempo, but that's going to sound something like this. This is going to be a pedal around a G, and here he's pedaling around two chords, a D triad and a C triad. So here we have our G pedal, and then here we're literally just playing through a D triad. There's my third, tonic, fifth. Now I'm playing on a C triad starting from the fifth. Tonic, third for a C. There's my C triad, there's my D triad. And he just cycles through both of those. And then he does half of it. And here what I'm doing is I'm using my middle finger to hold the pedal, and that works really well. That's extremely effective. And that would be the Eric Johnston pedal. Now another pedal that is really common, you've heard this a million times, and this is a chromatic pedal. This is revolving around a blues in D. So if I was playing a blues in D and I came to the last chord, so here I have my D note. I play that. I mark the one, the first beat, and then the pedal's going to sound like this, really slow. Pedal's D. Here's my pedal, chromatic, creating that tension, and then resolving here. There's my blues pedal over the D. One more time, really slow. And you can use this over anything. You can go. You can do it anywhere. And that would be a blues pedal that works really well. And that would be my blues pedal that works great over, even if you were just soloing over anything, a D major, that would work great. So this is a pedal tone in the key of D, major scale. I'm going to go all the way up the neck, and then I'm going to discuss each of the pedals and the chords they imply. Here we go. The octave. Okay, let me get this underneath here. Okay, so pedal number one. So here, first thing we need to do is do our basic D major scale on one string, two string, and then if I go from here. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm starting with my D, and I'm pedaling through the major scale starting on the third. So here's my D, there's my F sharp, there's my third, fourth, fifth, third, fourth, third, second, and then I come back, and that implies a D chord. Then I move up to the next point, and this would imply a D minor shape. So here, I'm playing my E, my minor third, my 4, my 5, my 4, my minor 3, my 2, and my 1. Then I move up to my F sharp, and this is also going to imply a D minor triad. And then the next one is is going to imply a G major triad. So here I start from my G, that was F sharp, major 3, 4, major 3, sharp 4, flat 5, 5, flat 5, 3, 1, 2, 1. This is the only one that changes because here we have a flat 5 instead of a regular 5. Or a sharp 4 instead of a 4. There's my sharp 4, my flat 5 to my 5. Move up to the A, it's going to be the same. In terms of the chord, that's going to be my A chord, but here I'm playing the perfect fourth, not the sharp 4 flat 5. Then I'm at the relative minor, my B minor. That's the same as the other two minors, or the first one actually. There's my minor 3, 4, 5, 4, minor 3, 2, 1, and then I'm going to do my diminished. And this is going to be my E diminished. So this one looks a little different. Here's my 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 4, minor 3, 2, 1. And that'll be my C. Actually, no, that was wrong. It's my C sharp diminished chord. And that would be right before my D, and this is the octave. And that would be the scale exercise, ascending 2 notes, taking you through the harmonized major scale all the way up. Now, if we do the pedal and we go backwards, this is a really cool exercise that's going to bring us back home. But now we're going to start on the 5th, but we're going to play the same pedals in a different order going backwards. And that'd be my D, C sharp diminished. That'd be my B minor. There's my A. There's my G, F sharp minor. Sharp minor. There's my E, and then back to where I started. And that would be in reverse order, some pedals that move in reverse order. Now another thing you can do is you can pedal over all the notes. You can do 3 note pedals. So if I play a D major scale, I could pedal to the G string. There's my 7, there's my 1. That would be my 2. Major 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. And that's a great thing to practice, and then you can go in reverse order. So those are some great concepts for using pedals. I hope you found this lesson helpful, and I hope you come up with some great parts when you're soloing, some great ideas. And when you're writing, this is a great way to create parts. So have a great day, and thanks for visiting me at guitarreferenceguide.com.